Be prepared, because someone close to you has not been honest with you. Chosen one, for some of you, this won't come as a shock. You already feel it deep inside. You've sensed it in their words, in their silence, in the way they've been avoiding you. This person has lied to you, not once, not twice, but multiple times. And the reason they are pulling away now is simple. They cannot hide anymore. They know that you see the truth. You carry a gift that most people don't understand. You see through deception. You feel the energy shift when someone is not being real. And that's exactly why this person is afraid of you. They may have fooled others with their innocence, their excuses, even their cute act of pretending they don't know what they're doing. But with you, their mask doesn't work. This is someone who has never taken accountability in their life. Every time they cover their tracks, avoid confrontation, or run into something new instead of facing the truth. Maybe others have believed them, but you, chosen one, cannot be deceived. Your spirit is too aligned. For some of you, this may even be a romantic connection, someone you opened your heart to, but instead of honoring that, they chose to lie, to run, to hide. And the truth is, you already know. You've allowed them space. You've watched their actions. And deep down, you can see it clearly. They're creating their own karma. So, be prepared, because when the full truth is revealed, you will see this person in a way you never expected. And once you do, you'll understand why the message is clear. If you knew the truth, you'd never speak to them again. Stay with me until the very end of this video, chosen one, because the most important revelation is still to come. And if this message is already stirring something deep within you, type 777 in the comments right now. Your declaration that you are awake, aligned, and ready to walk this higher path. Chosen one, you need to understand what's really happening here. This person hasn't just been lying to you casually. This is a pattern that has shaped their entire life. The avoidance you feel, the distance that has grown, it isn't by accident. They are running. Running, not because you are unsafe to them, but because you are the only one who exposes them. Think about it. Every time they lied, you felt it. Every time they twisted their words, you saw through it. They may have played innocent, laughed it off, acted confused, or even tried to shift the blame onto you, but it never worked. Not really, because the truth is, you carry a light they cannot stand in, and in that light, their shadows cannot hide. This is why, for some of you, this person has rushed into something new. Maybe they've moved in with someone else. Maybe they've surrounded themselves with people who don't even know them deeply. Or maybe they've jumped into a new relationship, not because it's love, not because it's destiny, but because it's easier to fool a stranger than to stand before the one person who knows their soul. And yet, even in this new place, with new faces, they are not happy. They may smile, they may post, they may act as if everything is fine, but their spirit is restless. Why? Because no matter where they go, they cannot escape the truth. And the truth is you, chosen one. The bond between you is too strong. The energy is too loud. They cannot silence what their spirit already knows. You see them for who they really are. This person fears accountability more than anything else. To admit the truth would mean to strip away the mask they've been wearing their entire life. And for them, that is unbearable. So, instead of standing still and facing what they've done, they run, they avoid, they deflect, they find someone new to charm, someone new to believe their story, someone new to act like the victim with. Because make no mistake, this person loves the role of victim. To the world, they want to appear innocent. To their friends, they want to seem like the one who has been wrong. And in doing so, they twist the narrative, painting themselves as the hero, or worse, making you out to be the problem. They project their own actions onto you. They blame you for the very things they've done. But you know the truth. You always have. For some of you, this is not just a friend or a family member or a co-worker. This is someone you let into your heart, a romantic interest, someone you gave your trust to. And instead of honoring that, they chose to lie, they chose to betray, they chose to... And yet, here you are, still standing, still clear, still aligned, because chosen one, your spirit is stronger than their deception. You carry discernment, you carry intuition, you carry the ability to feel energy shifts in a way most people can't. That is why they fear you. That is why they run. Because they know that no matter how good their story sounds, no matter how sweet their excuses are, you will not be fooled. And here's what you need to understand. Their avoidance of you is not rejection, it's confession. Every time they ghost you, every time they block you, every time they avoid eye contact or dodge a conversation, they are confessing with their actions what their lips refuse to say. They are saying, I cannot lie to you anymore. For some of you, this even feels like a child-parent dynamic. Perhaps it's someone younger who has disappointed you, and instead of admitting the truth, they are hiding. For others, it is absolutely a partner, or someone you love, and now they are running into the arms of another, not because they love that other person, but because it's easier to lie to them. But here's the deeper truth. Even as they run, the bond between you cannot be broken. You feel their energy. You pick up their thoughts. Sometimes without warning, they come into your mind, and you wonder why. That is the telepathic connection that exists when two souls have crossed paths deeply. It's why mothers can sense their child's pain from miles away. It's why, even after distance, you still feel the pull. And so, while they are trying to escape, the reality is they are still tied to you, still haunted by the truth you represent, still avoiding you, not because you're wrong for them, but because you are the mirror that shows them their own lies. Chosen one, be prepared, because what's coming next is the unraveling of this story, and when the full truth emerges, you will see why this person acted the way they did, and you will understand that the lies were never about you. They were about their own fear of being exposed. Chosen one, when you are deeply connected to someone, there is no hiding. Even without words, even across distance, there is a thread that links you together. This is not just imagination, it is a telepathic bond, formed not by tricks or illusions, but by the depth of your connection. You feel their energy, and they feel yours, and that's why no matter how far they run, you can still sense the truth. They know this too. That's why they are avoiding you, because in their heart, they know that you don't need explanations. You don't need confessions. You already know every lie they've told. You felt every truth they've hidden. You sensed. You are the high priestess, the one who sees through deception. And here's what makes it even more complicated. This person doesn't just lie to you. They also imitate you. They study you. And that is why this situation feels so twisted. Because for many of you, this isn't just a stranger. This could be an ex, a romantic partner, even family. Sometimes the greatest enemies are not out there in the world, but sitting across from you at your own table. And here's the sobering truth. Some of you have been romantically involved with your greatest enemy without even realizing it. Dating someone who smiles in your face but secretly resents your light. Trusting someone who whispers love while quietly plotting to claim what is not theirs. And if it's not a partner, it may be blood, a sibling, a cousin, a so-called friend who has lived in your shadow for too long. They've been bragging about your success. Imagine this, you're the one who has put in the work, faced the struggles, carried the weight, and yet they walk around as if they've built what you built. They even act as though they've helped you get to where you are, when the truth is the exact opposite. They never lifted a hand to support you. They were idle when you needed them most, passive when you were fighting battles alone, silent when you were crying out for encouragement. And yet now, they act like they pushed you to rise, like they owned the very blessings you bled for. Chosen. This is not just dishonesty, it is spiritual theft. This is the behavior of an energetic leech, a parasite that attaches itself to your glow, not to feed it, not to nurture it, but to drain it. They don't want to do the work themselves. They don't want to cultivate their own light. They want to stand close enough to yours and then convince others that it shines from them. But let me make this clear. They can never carry what you carry. They can never manifest what you manifest, because what God has placed in you is marked with your name. No copy, no imitation, no impersonation can steal what is divinely assigned to you, and yet their arrogance blinds them. They are convinced that by retelling the story, by twisting the truth, by claiming ownership of your victories, they can fool others into believing it. They believe that if they repeat the lie often enough, it becomes reality. But here's the reality, chosen one. They may fool some people for a while, but they can never fool the spirit. Truth resonates. Lies eventually collapse. What's even more shocking is the double face they wear. To your face, they may act timid, weak, even loving, but behind your back, they spin narratives where you are the villain and they are the victim. They've been whispering about you, projecting their own actions onto you, telling others that you are the one at fault, and because they lack accountability, this has become their survival tactic. Lie, shift, blame, avoid, repeat. But here's what they cannot see. Every lie carries weight. Every stolen word carries a cost. Every false claim digs a pit, and it is their own feet that will fall into it. And chosen one, if you knew the full extent of what they've said, what they've done, how arrogantly they've paraded your victories as their own, you would not speak to them again. That's not exaggeration, that's truth, because they haven't just lied once. They haven't just crossed a small line. They have shattered the foundation of trust between you. For some of you, this truth will sting, because it means that someone you held close, someone you believed in, someone you loved has secretly been your hidden enemy. They may admire you, yes, but that admiration is poisoned with envy. They may look up to you, yes, but at the same time, they long to be you. And in that longing, they've lost their own identity. Understand this, chosen one, they do not carry the same heart as you. That's the root difference. You would never take credit for someone else's success. You would never smile in someone's face while secretly betraying them. You would never pretend that what is not yours belongs to you, because your heart is pure and theirs is compromised. And this is why the distance has grown. This is why their silence is louder than their words. They cannot face you because they know that if they looked into your eyes, the truth would spill out. They cannot lie to you, not really. They can only avoid you, hoping their illusion lasts a little longer. But be prepared, chosen one, because illusions always collapse. Masks always slip, and when they do, you will see clearly. You will finally understand why this person could never walk beside you in truth. And when that moment comes, you won't even have to decide whether to walk away, because the truth itself will separate you. Because we are standing at the very edge of something powerful right now. Today is August 30th, the closing stretch of this month. And whether you realize it or not, the energy of these final days of August carries weight. It's like the universe has been whispering to you all along, preparing you, positioning you, aligning you for a shift. And here you are, standing between what was and what is about to be. The last 2 days of this month are not ordinary days. Spiritually, they act like a doorway, an in-between place, where one season prepares to close and another prepares to open. That's why everything has felt so heightened lately. Your emotions, your dreams, the people that suddenly reappear, the truths that can no longer stay hidden. All of it is part of this transition. And here's the truth, chosen one. Just as this person's mask is slipping, just as their lies are unraveling, the timing of it is no coincidence. Spirit aligns revelation with season. What is being exposed to you now is being exposed because you are stepping into a higher timeline. You could not carry deception, betrayal, or hidden enemies into what is coming next. So in these last days of August, the energy is purging, it is cleansing, it is cutting away what not go with you into the next chapter. For many of you, this is why you felt restless, why you've sensed endings you can't quite explain. It's the stirring of your spirit, telling you that cycles are breaking. And chosen one, listen, this isn't just about them, the liar, the pretender, the energy leech. This is about you. Spirit is elevating you, and in order to elevate, false weights must fall away. So if you feel things slipping from your grasp right now, do not cling. If you feel relationships fading, let them. If people avoid you, reject you, or even turn against you in these last days of August, see it for what it is. It is not loss, it is alignment. It is spirit clearing the path, making sure that when September begins, you are lighter, freer, and more prepared for the blessings that are about to pour in. Remember this, exposure comes before elevation. Before you rise, the truth has to be revealed. Before you step into greater, the hidden must be uncovered. And that's exactly why the last 2 days of this month matter so much. You are not just closing August. Chosen one, you are closing a chapter of deception, of false attachments, of being surrounded by those who secretly resented your light. Pay attention to what your spirit is telling you right now. That restlessness, it's a sign. Those vivid dreams, they're not random. That feeling that someone's energy is off, even when they smile in your face, it's confirmation. Chosen one, you have been sensing things long before they happened. And as August ends, your intuition is sharper than ever. Do not doubt it, do not question it. Lean into it, because Spirit is preparing you for September, for breakthrough, for clarity, for freedom. And here's the deep truth. This isn't just about one person lying to you. This is about cycles of betrayal ending in your life. This is about Spirit saying no more wasted time, no more hidden enemies, no more giving your energy to those who only seek to take. So as we stand in these last 2 days of August, be prepared, because what's ending now is not just a month. It's a season of deception. And what's beginning next is your season of truth, of clarity, of divine justice. Chosen one, hear me. This is not an accident. The fact that you are hearing these words right now is not a coincidence. The universe, Spirit, God, whatever name you give to the higher power, has aligned you with this exact message in this exact moment. You didn't stumble here by mistake. You were guided here because your soul is ready to see the truth. Think about it. Out of all the places you could have been, out of all the things you could have clicked on, you landed here. And as these words reach your spirit, you already know they're not random. They carry weight. They carry confirmation. Maybe you've been having doubts lately. Maybe you've been looking at someone's behavior and wondering, am I crazy? Am I imagining this? And then suddenly you find this message. That is not coincidence. That is divine alignment. Because chosen one, doubt is the first sign of truth. Spirit will stir something inside of you long before the mask falls. That knot in your stomach, that restless energy, that whisper in your mind that tells you something isn't right. That is your intuition. That is the divine voice inside of you, saying pay attention. And August, this very month we are closing right now, has been your season of clarity. You may not have realized it at first, but every strange feeling, every shift in energy, every moment you questioned someone's loyalty, those were signs. Spirit has been showing you piece by piece, preparing you for this very moment. So understand this. If you are watching this right now, it's because Spirit wanted to confirm what you already knew deep down. You are not crazy. You are not paranoid. You are discerning. You are gifted. You are awake. This is why betrayal hurts you more than it hurts others. Because you feel it before it even happens. You can sense the shift in someone's tone. You can feel the heaviness when they lie. You can see the cracks in their smile, even when everyone else believes. That's not paranoia, chosen one. That's divine protection. That's Spirit whispering, this one is not for you. And yes, it hurts. Yes, it feels unfair. But you have to understand, you are being protected. Spirit is not letting you waste another season entangled with people who cannot match your energy. That's why, as August closes, these betrayals are being exposed. This is your cleansing. This is your release. This is your preparation. Chosen one, ask yourself, hasn't this month already brought you signs? Haven't you noticed certain people pulling away, certain truths slipping out, certain situations that suddenly don't make sense anymore? Haven't you felt that inner push to let go of something or someone you once held on to? That's because August was never meant to end the way it started. The energy of this month was designed to shake you, to wake you, to strip away illusions. And now, as we stand in its final days, Spirit is asking you one thing. Will you let go? Will you release what you already know is false? Will you step into September without carrying dead weight? Because listen, if you keep ignoring your intuition, if you keep allowing liars and manipulators into your space, the cycle will repeat, and Spirit does not want that for you. Spirit has greater things waiting, but those things cannot reach you if your hands are still full of deception. So yes, betrayal is painful, but betrayal is also liberation. It shows you who someone really is. It frees you from illusions. It removes false masks, so that only truth remains. And Spirit is saying to you now, you are ready for truth. You are ready for clarity. You are ready for freedom. Chosen one, you were brought here because this is your confirmation. You've been asking for a sign, haven't you? You've been asking God, the universe, Spirit, show me the truth. Show me if I'm right. Show me what I need to see. And now here it is. This moment is sacred. This is Spirit answering your prayer. And if you are honest with yourself, you feel it. You feel it in your chest. You feel it in your spirit. You know these words are not random. They are aligned. So I'll tell you again. You're not imagining it. You're not overreacting. You're not making it up. You are discerning. You are chosen. And Spirit is saying to you now, trust yourself. Trust the signs. Trust the feeling. Because betrayal may have broken your heart, but it cannot break your spirit. In fact, it's awakening your spirit. It's showing you that you were never meant to rely on lies, but on truth. And the truth is this: your intuition is a gift. Your discernment is a weapon. And as August closes, Spirit is sharpening both for the season to come. So be prepared, chosen one, because when the truth fully unfolds, you will not only see who they really are, you will see who you really are. Strong, intuitive, protected, aligned. And once you see that clearly, you'll never allow betrayal to dim your light again. August has not been an ordinary month. It has been a season of exposure, of false intentions, hidden motives, and silent betrayals being brought into the light. You have felt it in your spirit. You have seen glimpses in people's behavior. And now, as these final days unfold, the truth can no longer remain hidden. For some of you, it has been uncomfortable. People you once trusted have shown you another face. Promises that sounded so real turned out to be empty, and the very ones who smiled at you may have been the ones speaking against you in secret. But here's the truth you must carry into your spirit. Betrayal cannot stop the plan of God. Lies cannot destroy the destiny that is written over your life, and envy cannot touch what heaven has placed in your hands. These last days of August are a spiritual cleanse. God is separating the wheat from the weeds in your life. The false connections are being cut. The hidden enemies are being exposed. The ones who tried to drain your energy are being moved out of your way. And yes, chosen one, it may hurt to see people's true colors, but it is necessary, because where you are going, not everyone can follow. I want you to understand this deeply. When God removes people, He is not punishing you, He is protecting you. You may not see it yet, but some of those you thought were your allies were secretly praying for your downfall. Some of those you trusted with your heart were secretly jealous of the blessings on your life. That is why their masks are falling now. That is why the truth is rising up before August ends. And don't be surprised if the Spirit stirs in you an uneasiness, a restlessness, a sudden clarity about who should stay and who must go. That is your discernment being sharpened. That is your spiritual vision coming alive. God is whispering to you, pay attention, my child. I am showing you what you need to see before the next season begins. The last days of August are not random. They are prophetic. They are a doorway. Spirit is saying, will you carry the baggage of betrayal with you? Or will you release it and step freely? September. This is your choice, chosen one. But make no mistake, what you release now will determine how high you rise next. And listen closely. You are not leaving this month empty. Yes, some connections are gone. Yes, some truths have hurt. But in their place, God is giving you clarity. He is giving you peace. And He is preparing divine alignments. New people, new opportunities, new doors that will open in September and beyond. So take courage. You are not losing. You are being set free. You are not abandoned. You are being positioned. And when you look back, you will thank God for every closed door, every revealed lie, and every hidden enemy that was exposed in these last days of August. Before we close this message, I want to tell you something important. If this word is resonating in your spirit, if you feel the weight of it deep inside, don't let it pass by lightly. Stay connected, stay aligned, and stay in this community of truth. And remember, you can join this channel and unlock exclusive content that will be available only to members. Very soon, new videos and deeper messages will be shared for those who choose to go further, and I don't want you to miss it. So, as we close August, receive this. God is lifting the veil. God is removing the false. God is preparing you for a September filled with new beginning. Stand firm, chosen one. The lies are ending. The truth is here, and your breakthrough is closer than you think. This is your final message for August. Let it sink into your heart. Let it remind you that you were never alone, that every betrayal was a setup for elevation, and that Spirit has guided you here for a reason. And when September arrives, you will step forward lighter, freer, and stronger, ready for the next chapter that God has written for you. Now I ask you, chosen one, are you ready to create your new life in September? Because the last days of August were for tearing down the old, but September is coming to lay new foundations. This new month will offer you brand new doors, divine opportunities, and a clean slate. Leave your doubts behind, because God is calling you forward.